Hi guys, this is Epereka Creations. Guys, thank you so much for all your support. Today I'll be making female senator top. This is the fabric I'm going to use. For us to know how many fabric I will put on fold is your bust measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches seam allowance. So my bust measurement is 44. 44 divided by 4 is 11. So this is 11 inches here. Then 2 inches for seam allowance and ease. So I have enough. This is 13, so I have enough. I have more than that. So this is the front part of it. The length of my top is 32 inches, but I added 3 inches seam allowance for folding and to join it. So I have 35 inches here. This is 35 inches. So but the back one will be 3 inches longer than the front one. So but this one is the front one. So now I'm going to mark the neckline. So here I will mark 3 1/4 or 3 1/2. Okay, let me 3 1/4 for my neckline. On this side I'll mark neck width of 2.75 to 3/4. Okay, so I'll curve it. So my shoulder measurement is 8 plus half inch for seam allowance, 8 1/2. So there I will come down by 1 inch. Shoulder slant, 1 inch. So I'll connect it to the neckline. So I'll cut it off. Okay, so this neckline is for large size. Then if you're making it for like a medium size, you'll mark 3 inches here. 3 inches from here to this point, the neck dip of 3 inches and neck width of 2.5. okay, so I'll get the back one now. This is the back one. Okay, this is the back one. It's 3 inches longer than the front one because of the shoulder, because the shoulder will come to the front like this. So this front one is folded into 2, and the back one is also folded into 2. So 1 2 3 4. So okay, so I'm going to mark the neckline on the back one. I'm going to mark 2 inches here. Then 2 1/4, the same neck width with the front one. 2 1/4. Then I'll curve it. Then for this back one, if you're making it for medium size, because this one is for large size, if you're making it for medium size, you'll mark 2 inches here also and 2.5 on this side, the same with the front width, neck width. So I'll mark my shoulder measurements which is 8 inches, because my shoulder is 16 divided by 2 is 8, plus half inch seam allowance is 8.5. So here I'll mark 8.5 here. There I'll come down by 1 inch. So I'll connect it to the neckline here. So I'll cut it off. Okay. So another way you can cut the neckline again, you can fold it like this. After slanting it, you can fold it like this and fold it to overlap like half inch. Yeah, like this. Then from here, like my own, you can see my own, you mark 5.5 or 5.25 for 5.5 or 5.25 for large. Then for medium, this side you mark 5 inches for medium on this side. Then on this side 2.5. So if you want to do this type of neckline, then from here you will curve it. You will curve it to meet this one like D. It will look like alphabet, capital D. Then you cut it off. Okay, so let me cut it off now. On the front one, this one I'm cutting only the upper part, not this one. This one is the back one. This is the only one that I'll cut. So now I'm going to take my measurements. Okay. So my shoulder is 8 inches plus half inch seam allowance 8.5. This is 8.5. From there, I'll mark my round armhole. My round armhole is 18 divided by 2 is 9. I'll mark 9 inches here. 9 inches, which is my chest line. That's where I'll put my bust measurements. My half length is 17. My hip is 24, 25, 24. Let me use 24. I can also use 25 or 24. Okay, so my bust measurement is 44. 44 divided by 4 is 11, plus 1 inch for ease, 12. I'll mark 12 inches here, and 1 inch for seam allowance. Seam allowance. My waist is 38. 38 divided by 4 is 9.5, plus 1 inch for ease is 10.5. Plus 1 inch for seam allowance. My hip is 46. 46 divided by 4 is 11.5, plus 1 inch for ease is 12.5. plus 1 inch for seam allowance. So I'll connect the line. Okay, so here I'll put my armhole. I'll come in by 3/4, 0.75, half. Then for the front armhole, okay, so here I will connect this one. So I'm going to cut it now. I'll cut the back armhole first before the front one. I'll cut the back one first, back armhole first, then I'll trim the front one. Okay, so this is the front one. So this one is the back one, this one is the front one. The front one here, I will have like a 6 inches, or I will open it here like 6 inches. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the facing. Cut the facing. This is the front one, and I'm going to use this for the facing. This is the same fabric like this, but it's only that I cut it on bias like diagonal. this is a chevron design. I cut it out. I ironed the Easter on it before I now join it back, because I want to match the line to be like this. So I'm going to use it to cut my facing, but you can use any material to cut your facing. Okay, so I'll put it under. Then I will trim it. And the slits, my own is 6 inches. You can do your own less than 6 inches. You can do 5, you can do 4, you can do less than 6 inches. But mine is 6 inches. But 5 is okay, 4 might be small. Okay, this is facing for the front one. And when you're cutting your facing, remember the slit. Your facing will be like 1 inch longer than the slit. So this is facing for the front one. I'll cut the back one. Okay, this is for the back one. I want to cut the facing. The facing is under. So I'll cut it now. This is the back one. So this is what we'll have. This is the facing for the back one. So you can also use this design to do your facing. You can also do it like this. I mean, the line, the stripe to be like this for your facing. Okay, I want to cut the sleeve. This is for one sleeve. This one, I'll use it to cut the sleeve. So my sleeve length is 10 inches, but I have 12 inches here. So 2 inches for folding for the seam allowance. So I'll mark 4 inches here. So from here, from this side, I'll mark my half of my round armhole. My round armhole is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So I'll mark 9 here. Plus 1 inch seam allowance. So I'll now connect it from here. So here I'll fold 2 inches. Okay. My round sleeve is 15. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. this is 7.5 here, then plus 1 inseam allowance, so from here I'll connect it to this point. So I'll cut it now. Okay, so I'll cut it now. Okay, this is my sleeve. I'll use it to cut the other one. Please like, share and subscribe. Please, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and give this video a thumb up.